Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to Trading Wars. Thanks for joining me today. Today's main question of today's video is going to be, can you trade only Sundays? So, guys, I've been really inspired recently, and you guys know I've been talking about this, but trading after hours. So, as you can see right now, I have the futures chart in front of me, and the market is moving up and down, back and forth. So, the question we're going to answer today is, if you trade just on Sundays, can you actually make money? Is it possible? I'll break it all down for you step by step. So if you're ready, my friends, let's step into the war zone. First and foremost, some shout outs, and we'll get right into it. Dr. D, Trading Wars Army, Anthony, J, Gary, Khalidil, Jim, Johnny, Briggs, Hader, Deepak, Corey, Wesley, Alicia, Hillbilly Trader, Bill Lawrence, Stock Hunt, Cecilia, Marcelo, Trading Wars Army, Otis, what's going on? Good to see you. Heartstrong, Jimmy, Mitchell, a lot of Army members in the building. Derek, Frank, good to see you. All right. Okay. So let's go ahead. And what I want to talk to you guys is the importance of Sunday. Okay. So right now I have the futures chart open. So what are futures? This is the S&P 500 E-mini futures contracts. So SPY is the ETF version of the S&P 500. Okay. Futures is basically what's happening overnight, what's happening after hours, all that you see on SPY. So for example, if SPY gaps up tomorrow, that price action will be happening during the futures trading hours majority of the time. Okay. So the question is then, why don't we trade on Sundays? Why don't we do it? Well, one of the first reasons we don't do it is because we don't know, right? And that's probably the number one thing with traders these days. They don't know they can access the markets and trade after hours. Okay. So hit me with a one. Did you know that you could trade after hours, or hit me with a two if you didn't? And make sure you stay tuned all the way till the end. I'm going to be doing giveaways, so don't forget. Okay. So stay tuned for the giveaways. But yes, so a lot of times the market makers will position themselves ahead of the week. All right. So let's go ahead and let's do some analysis together. All right. So we can go right here. We can go to the weekly chart. And what we can do is, the first thing I like to do is draw the high and low. Okay. So let's draw the high and low of last week's high. And let's map it out and let's see where we are right now. Okay. So the high was 3928.75, and then the low was 338.1450. Okay. Right here, 1450. It's always good to have the previous week's range on your chart because it's going to help you to understand where you are. All right. So here we go. There is the previous week's high. Here's the previous week's low. So this is a pretty big range. This is about a little over 100 points. Okay. So you can see, guys, that the market opened and it gapped up slightly. All right. So what are the strategies we can trade with? Okay. Well, the first thing you guys know I love to do is the fib. All right. So let me go ahead and let me show you some fibs here on the chart. Let's go to the 5 minutes so it's a little bit easier to see. Okay. So the first thing here is, anytime you're coming into futures action, you're going to have multiple fibs. Okay. So the first fib I want to draw your attention to is this, the last week's high to the close area. Okay. So right here. Okay. And what I do is I go down to the next low, the next swing low that I see. Okay. So here's the swing low. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it on the basic like this. And actually, I'm going to put in the whole golden zone. Okay. So we could see everything. So we'll go back to the basic actually, and then I'll add the 786 and the 50. This is the golden zone. All right. So going into the Friday close, we had a sell-off. All right. So the whole purpose of the fibs, you guys hear me talk about this all the time, is to get the retracement and get a good deal. So your golden zone is between your 50 to your 786 right there. Your stop loss is always at the swing high. So we can already see that short algorithms they've been loading in. Okay. You could see it here. They've been loading in. Look how precise the 786 is. Loading in, loading in. Okay. They've been loading into a short because they're already betting. Okay. They're already betting that this week, this could be the high. All right. And now let's talk about that. Let's talk about the potential with the money. Okay. What these algorithms, what these institutions are doing. So if they made a bet that could be the high, let's go ahead and measure it. So let's say we come all the way down and break the previous week's low. That's already 100. Let's just say 100. Okay, so it's more than 100, but let's just say 100. So that's 100 points. 100 points on one contract is 5 grand. Okay, and obviously these guys are trading with way more than one contract, sometimes 10, 50, 100, 200 plus contracts, institutions. So they're already taking a bet that they can make maybe a few $100 grand off of this if this is the high of the week. And then if you look at the weekly chart now I want you to visualize this. Okay, look at the weekly chart now. If we actually do break this week's low, which is that yellow line, and look at all the room that's down here, all of this room. Imagine if they caught that high for the next few months, and if we start to crash, they would be multimillionaires by the end of that, maybe billionaires, depending on their size. So hit me with a 10 if that makes sense. But everything that I'm discussing to you is based on a risk reward system, because you could see the stop losses right here for protection. Okay, so the stop loss is right there for protection. So that is just, they're already doing this before the market opens. Doesn't that make you feel kind of like robbed a little bit? That how can how can some people have access to the market and some people have to wait? That always rubbed me the wrong way when I first started trading. And that's one of the main reasons I got into futures. I got into futures because I wanted access, right? And I love to trade regular trading hours, but I'm starting to feel, especially with the beginning of this year, that a lot of this action is going to potentially happen overnight. And I'm going to be prepared. So, what I'm planning to do is, new to the Discord moving forward on Sundays. If I see anything on Sunday, we're going to start doing some trades. Okay. So one of the setups is the Fibonacci. Very, very simple. And what I want to show you now is last Sundays. So I'm going to show you the next setup. So I'm always going to show you guys a setup so you can take them on your own. All right. I'm not asking you to join the Discord unless you want to. Okay. And then here we go. This was last Sunday. So now this is an example of when we would use an opening range breakout, because you could see we had a large gap in the stock market. And then what you do with the opening range breakout is when the first 5, 3, or 15-minute bar, whichever time frame you prefer, closes, you just take the break. In this case, we broke the low. We had a nice inside bar, and that was a nice short winner. Okay. So I'm gonna be looking at, all right, I have a toolkit, and you guys know we use the same setups. Orbs, Fibonacci, triggers. So we're gonna make a decision live in the Discord. I'm gonna add a channel, or I might just do it in my live commentary on Sundays. And we're gonna not it's not just about making money, but it's also about, for new traders, I think it's probably the best time for you guys to practice, because the market is actually a lot quieter. All right. There might be a little bit of volatility right at the open, but you see it starts to calm down. It starts to, get a little bit quiet, and it'll be a good place for you to learn and to practice your trades. But in order to do that, you need futures. Okay. You can't trade after hours unless you're trading futures contracts. Okay. So not only is the S&P 500 trading, but we can go to the NQ. So this is the NASDAQ futures. The NASDAQ it sees a very similar pattern with the NASDAQ. The NASDAQ is trading right now too. And I just feel like it's a nice, calm, control place. You keep your size very small and just practice. All right. So I showed you the orb. The other trade setup that I was looking at was just our basic pullback into the golden zone right here. You could see right there, guys. This one was really, really nice. This is just a scalp. So we had that push up off of the 6 o'clock bar. We came down, tagged our golden zone, and we pushed into a new high. So I always teach you guys, you don't want to be buying at the new high. That's when the rookies are chasing. And the algorithms, trust me, they still punish the rookies. They're still punishing them there. So you still have to trade the right way, right? Buy near the lows, get a discount, push right up there. Okay. So this points right here, that's about, let's just say 5 points to be conservative. That's $250 a contract. Okay. Not bad. So that's pretty good, for Sunday. And essentially what you can do is, if you get a really good trade, you lock in some profit. If you can go to break even, you go to break even and you let it run. Because if something we've been talking about together, and let me do this analysis on NQ, because I already have a lot of my chart marked up here. And I think I lost I had some stuff written down, but it's gone now. I gotta find it. I don't want to forget what I was going to tell you guys. There you go. Okay. So I'll do the analysis on NQ. All right. So let's do this together. NQ. So let's just talk about this in theory. Okay. So right now, let's say you just took this fib short. There you go. There you go. You went short on your 786. And then there is your stop loss right at the high, like that. Okay. Again, let's go back to the yearly chart now. This is how you play for life-changing money. If you're trying to do life-changing style, it's gone. But anyways, where is it? Right there. Okay. So this right here, let me start marking out some levels. All right. So here is last week's low right there. Here's the last swing low. And now let's zoom out. Let's start putting down big supports. Okay. This is the COVID low right here. Okay. So just hypothetically, all right, if you were to hit a trade like this, it's possible, guys. I've done it before. That's how I took my account to, more than 100 times. Got to get a little bit of luck too, right? It's not, you could be the best trader, but you need a little bit of luck in this game. So something like this, guys, this is 317 times your money. You hit a trade like that, you don't have to do anything for the whole year. And that's something that I want to show you guys is you can come in on Sunday, you can map out your territory like this. See how I mapped the territory? Here's the high, here's the low, here are the fibs. You can map out your territory and you can say, all right, this is a good setup. I'm going to go hit the short here. Stop loss is here. And if I'm right, the whole week, it's going to go. If you're right, like if you're right on the direction, the whole week it can trend. It can trend all the way down, right? And you can just sit in one trade. And you don't have to go through this and that and scalping this and that. Like, don't get me wrong. I like to do all of that. But for some people, this is what you need because you work a 9 to 5, you have a full-time job. So you come in on Sunday, you pick your battles, you take your trades. And if you catch a winner, guys, that can pay you. And if you catch the high of the year, the low of the year, it will pay you for the rest of your life. So in my perspective, the risk to reward on those trades are worth it. So hit me with a 12 if that all made sense. Okay. So that's our PDR, our orb, and our fibs. So again, practice when the market is quiet. And the huge play potential to make 300, 400, 500 times your money on one trade. And you're doing it when the market makers are there. The institutions are the ones that move the market in futures. There's very little retail, right? It's bigger players in the bucket. And if you're on the right side of that, you can ride the wave. Okay. So like I said, starting next Sunday, if I'm going to start going live on Sundays in the Discord. If I see anything really good, gaps, fibs, we're going to start talking through them. And I think that this will complete my journey as a trader. I started off doing after hours a lot. Then I went back to day trading in regular. And now I think I'm strong enough and my systems are good enough that I can merge them together. And also I realized today, I was thinking like, what's the best way to add value to the community? And I think that you guys need to have this flexibility if you want to. I'm not saying you have to, but if you want to be able to trade after hours, I'm going to show you the way to do it and how to protect yourself with your stop losses, and etc. Okay. And going back here. So if you're going to trade futures, the only broker I recommend is Interactive Brokers. Okay. Interactive Brokers is the only futures trader I recommend because they're a big reputable company. And I'm not going to put my money in a company that's not making billions of dollars. And that's been around for a very long time. And I've traded with Interactive Brokers for almost 8 years and I've never had a problem. So I love Interactive Brokers. In the description of this video, there's a link on futures. And I want you to please click on that link when you get a chance. And this is the main reason I trade them. Low commissions on futures. You're going to find lower, but not with a company like this size that's making billions. Okay. So I will not ever vouch for putting my hard-earned capital into a company that I don't trust. And I see a lot of people will promote other things, but I'm just going to tell you what I do. I can't vouch for anyone else. And I've been using them for 8 years. Okay. So here we go. Check that out, guys. And the link is in the description. I'll link it in for you guys right now so you can follow along. I also have a full professional futures course. Okay. That is in the description as well. I want you to please, please, please watch that video when you can, because I think I really explained it to the best that I could there. All right. So let me just link this and then we'll continue with the stream. So 1 second here. All right. So there we go. Boom. Bang. All right. Okay. All right. Another major announcement is, again, um, I spent a lot of time thinking this weekend, and we've created the Trading Wars Ask Questions section on the website. So tradingwars.com/resources. All you have to do here, put your name, your email, are you a Discord member, how long you've been trading, how did you find us, and you can ask me any question in here, and I will start to pick different questions, and I will start talking about them maybe on the Sunday video, or at least once a week. I'll pick a few questions and we'll go through them, because I know a lot of you have questions, and I realize that I need to do a better job of answering them. So this is the new section here, trading under Trading Wars resources. You have everything in here, guys. So you can ask questions here. You have the key fundamental videos, the quick guides. You have the free trading journal, all the brokers and all my hookups, charting platforms, Tradingview discount, Trendspider discount. I got you guys, Thinkorswim, all for free up in here with these scans, as well as the highlights on your chart. Okay. So just hit me with a 3. If you like that, let me know below. I'm trying to make a lot of positive changes and just do positive things. That's all we're doing. All right. And look, if you're interested, guys, and you want to come trade with us on Sundays, and you want to learn the way of futures, we have a lot of futures trader in the community. We have lots and lots of them. Remember, I am doing my annual sale here. Okay. And this is only going to be effective until the end of January. So this is if you buy any book, normally you get 30 days, but only for January, we're going to do 3 months. So 90 days in the Discord, and I will not bring the sale back. Okay. So if you're thinking about it, if you're on edge right now, what I would recommend for futures is actually the SPY Options Mastery book. In this section here, I have futures contracts, options. I talk the strategies that we'll be using, orbs, fractals, a lot of them. This is the one to go to if you don't have this. And obviously the Fib book is, it's a legendary book. So 3 months, okay? Only till the end of January. If you want to come trade with us, Sundays we'll be doing different things. And one more thing, if you guys show a lot of support in the comments and you drop a like literally right now, I might just start streaming these live. So I'll come on Sunday at 6 o'clock, and we can just take some trades live together. And again, it's not just about making money, but it's about practice. Practice makes perfect in this game. And then the last thing I think you're really going to like is I want to add a section on the website where I'm going to be tracking the results of the futures trades that happen on Sundays, because I don't have enough data behind it. I have just experience, but for some reason I never tracked Sundays. I've tracked regular trading hours for years, but I did not track Sundays because I didn't want to obligate myself to trading on Sundays. I wanted to take a break, but there's too much money on the table, I feel, and this year could be one of the years where every single thing is happening overnight. And if that's the case, we got to be ready. Okay. So please, if you like that idea, we can start tracking some stuff together. We can work together as a community. Please hit the like, please subscribe. Okay. Thank you. Now let's go into the recap for the week, and we will wrap this up. All right. I'm not going to take too long because I already took a while, but I wanted to make sure that you guys saw those exciting announcements. Okay. So this week, we were able to make 25 points during regular trading hour for $1,250. It was pretty light week. It was a lot of chop until Friday, and where we ripped. And on Friday, I always tell you guys, Friday is the day where lottos, that's when you want to do lottos. Okay. I'm extremely excited for the future with what we're going to be doing on Sundays. We will be hitting some giveaways. And like I said, if you guys show some support, we'll go ahead and track those together. So now let's go ahead and let's do the recap. Okay. So this week was a short week. We started on Tuesday. And remember, all of these strategies that I'm teaching you here can actually be applied to futures. All right. So let's go ahead here again. So whether you're trading futures or you're just trading SPY or any other stock, you want to draw the previous day's low and high like that. Okay. And first 3-minute bar came in on Tuesday. You could see we gapped up. So anytime we have a gap up like this, really nice. You could see it's above the high of the previous day. I love to try the opening range breakout. It's a very quick and simple strategy. So I'll go to the Discord and I'll walk you guys through that. Let me just make sure I have the right date. What date is that, my friends? That's Tuesday. All right. So good morning, friends. 5 minutes ago, who's ready? I'm going to try the orb. So that was at 6:27 Pacific, 9:27 Eastern. So we got long at 9:33. As soon as that candle closed right there, went ahead and took that long. So let me zoom in and I'll show you how that looks. So when I'm doing this live in the Discord, what I'm doing is I'm watching the candle. And you could see here, not only was it a gap up, but you see that wick, right? Hit me with a 3 if you see that wick. And I'm not sure if all of you understand the importance of wicks, but what that wick is showing you is that at some point price was down here, but by the end of this candle, price popped all the way back up there, right? And that is definitely a bullish sign, right? It doesn't work all the time, but it gives you a little bit more of an edge, okay? So right there, once the high of this candle breaks, I'm going to go long, okay? So here we go, boom. And you can't really ask for a better orb than that, because as soon as we broke it right there, and I'm going to go and add the full so you can see. As soon as we broke the high, I'm starting to scale up. All right. 272 extension, 50, 618. All of these are targets. And after that, we get to stop the break even. Okay. So you could see on this one, I left a little bit more on the table. Some people don't go to break even. Some people play a little bit bigger, but that's what we want to see in an orb, right? Really, really nice. And then from there, we went ahead and we did a fib. So you can see right here, target 1 smashed, target 2 hit, locking in profits, huge orb secured, 5 points on one contract, 250. What a way to start 2023. Who's banking with me? So that was really nice. Nice way to start it. So right after that, we swapped over. We got our fib from our low to our high. And this one was a little bit sad because, so let's move our anchor up. It went right through our zone. So we came down, bam. I was a little bit disappointed in that, because normally when we come into the golden zone, we hover, at least we pause, but you could see that there was definitely some bear algos that were sitting there, right? And if we actually go to the previous day's range, this is one of the techniques from my spy book. You'll actually see that that high, it lines up with an extension. So in some cases, we have stronger fibs that are taking over. So if I go low to high right here, you can see that, guys, right? You can see that was right on, this move right here. That's 100% of this range. So that's why there was a big dump right there. Okay. But generally, even though there was a big dump, you would get a little bit of support at least on the 618, and it could probably turn back a little bit, enough for you to scalp. But in this case, that algo was just too strong, took it straight down. So net on that day, 8 points, $400. After that came in like that, I was done, because I knew that this could be a dangerous type of day, because it was not trading clean with the fib. So I'm not going to force it, right? So I already made my money on the orb and I'm good to go. All right, hit me with the 10 if that makes sense. That was that, $400. Let's continue. Let's fast forward. Now we go into Tuesday, right there. So we'll go ahead and I'll just move this in the corner. And we're going to go and draw our high again, right there, and our low. Okay. So here we go. I think we also got the short trigger on Tuesday. I'll have to go back and check the broker, but I think we did actually. And now that I think about it, I have to check. Anyways, let's continue. Morning leg fib was our first play here. So you could see in this case, we're opening inside of the range, right? It's very different than a gap up. You see how this one gapped up? Now this one is in the box. So when we're in the box, I'm a little bit more cautious. I'm looking for my triggers and my fibs, okay? So the first candle came in, popped up right there. We had a nice little direction. So I went here, took our fib from low to high. We double click on that and just put on the basic for you guys. Again, I'm just looking for that 618. Push my anchor up a little bit there. So we tagged the 618 here. This one was a little bit scary because we almost got stopped out, but we popped right up. So this candle popped up, guys, and actually gave us 10 points. So luckily, we're able to scale out on this before this crash, but you could see how the fibs were holding, right? So we came, pulled in, pushed back up, and turned. right? So even though we didn't have a home run, still got a nice little 10-point gainer on that. But unfortunately, later in the day, we got this trigger. So we got long right around the 385.78, right up there. And you'll see as we filled, came right back down, stopped us out. So ended up with a loser on that day. And like I said, if you guys been watching these videos, normally at least one day is going to be a loser, but you could see the loser is controlled, 5 points, minus 250. Always make sure the loser is controlled, and you'll be perfectly fine when you're trading. All right. So the next day was Thursday. Had a pretty nice day. I'm going to walk you through this one. We had a short trigger. So the triggers are always posted here in trigger day trades. So I'll go ahead and find the one for Thursday, which should be here. Let me just make sure it's the right date, the 5th. And this was the 5th. So our short was 380.59. So I'll go ahead and draw that for you. 380.59 coordinates right there. Put this in red. All right. And let me walk you through this one. All right. So Thursday, go back to the Discord. Okay. So good morning, friends. Our short trigger is 380.59. Let's keep an eye on it. So before the market opens, generally like at least usually 5 or 10 minutes before, I'll say what I'm seeing, because you don't want to talk about what's happening a half an hour before, because the market can change drastically in those 15 minutes going into the open, or those 20 minutes going into the open. Okay. So I said I'm also waiting for the short trigger here, and you'll see how I played this one really well. So we went short at 6:33, which was 9:33 Eastern. Okay. So watch this now. All right. So the first 3-minute bar, I want you to pay attention to this, is right here. Okay. So you could see that it didn't break the red line. So it didn't break my trigger. So let's talk about what can we do in this situation? What do you want to do? So what would you guys have done? Would you have waited, or would you have shorted? Hit me with a 1 if you would wait it. Hit me with a 2 if you would short. And I'm going to teach you something that I like to do from time to time. So depending on what I see. So remember, my short trigger is here, 380.59, but the candle is still above it. Okay. So what I decided to do was actually short right away instead of waiting, because that means I get a better price. I get in a little bit earlier, and I looked at the candle, and we can obviously, that was a bearish candle. Okay. I just want to make sure that you guys understand that. Hit me with a 4 if that looks like a bearish candle. Hit me with a 5 if it doesn't, because if not, I'll have to do a candlestick, of course, for you guys. All right. And I actually already have one on YouTube, but that is a bearish candle, right? It's a big red candle. We opened right here around 381.72, and we just went straight down. Okay. So because of that, I see the bearishness on the chart. I know my level is here. I'm going to front run, get in short right on the next candle there. Boom, boom, boom. See that? It's pause. That's it. That's why I love when this is what we call confluence. We have an orb with the trigger. So I was able to get 13 points on that one. And then right after that, I'll go back to the 5-minute chart. Just want to show you guys here. Target 1 hit, send the red. Target 2 hit, looking for yesterday's low to smash, break even, stop on remaining. Out, got 4 points on the quick short. So that was really nice. And then here, watch this now. So this one broke my heart. I go high to low. So you'll see we came back up. So let's move this one down. We came back up to the 618, and this one, man, really hurt my heart, because we broke the high barely, and then we sold off. So we got stop hunted on that fib. But thankfully, right after that, we readjusted and we went for the afternoon leg. So we took the new anchor, which is this high, and we brought it down to the low. So you'll see the low will form right there. Okay, so there's your low. And then we tried the 618 again for the afternoon. Came right up there. Okay, so it did look a little bit scary, and we almost got stopped out. You'll see right there, almost, right? But there's your high right there. Almost got stopped out, then bam, flushed right through. So that one was really, really nice. So short trigger, 13 points, morning leg -5, afternoon leg +10, net 18 points, $900. Not bad. Okay. I've definitely been making a lot more in 2022. 2023 has been a little bit slow, but that's okay, because the market cannot stay choppy forever. It will expand. Okay. So here we go. So there we go. On our last one on Friday, again, no surprise. What did I do? I hit an opening range breakout right off the bat. And the reason I did an opening range breakout on this day is actually a new strategy that I'm testing, and I'll show you guys. Um, so let me just go ahead and hit the replay right there. All right. So we had a very tight range on Thursday, you could see, and then we gapped up right there. You see our open is above. Why I really wanted to take an orb on this day as well is because the low, you can see the low here retested the previous day's high. So we had a confirmation again. That low retested the high. And then I'll go ahead into the Discord. You can see right here, good morning, friends, gap up, leaning towards an orb to start. So I always tell people this one was 15 minutes ahead because I saw there was a bigger gap up. We got long right there at 6:33 Pacific, 9:33 Eastern, right there. Bang, nice pop up. And luckily on this one, again, I use my scale out approach. So I'm going to go ahead here and I'm going to put on the full fibs. So we got all the way to the 100% extension, and you can see how powerful the fibs are, right? As soon as we do 100% of this candle, okay, so I'll copy this, look, so that's the candle's height. If I copy and paste it, you see the fibs, they're playing it like me, right? We got our measured move, we locked in our profits, and then we're out. So sometimes you see that. That's why I'm always scaling out. And then I love to get the stop loss to break even. And in this case, it saved me or 10 points. Right after that, you could see the morning leg pullback did not work because we went straight through. And then after that, we had this huge rally into the afternoon. This was a really, really nice rally. I didn't play the rally because I was just happy to walk away with some profits on the day. But you can see, make sure you have the indicators, right? Because there was a nice inside bar at the low of the day. And then this one right here, this is the Trading Wars custom pattern, the Holy Grail. I always tell you guys about the Holy Grail. It's one of my favorite patterns, a go-to pattern, because it's just one bar. You take the break of the high, put the stop right there, guys. That one was gone. That would have been over 100% on options if you're doing 0 DTE, 100%. And that's another reason, guys, why you should grab the book. All right. Because if you grab the book, not only you're going to get 90 days for free, but you're going to get the Nirvana and Golden Indicator for life. The premium ones, the Holy Grail and Nirvana for life with the alerts. Okay. So check me out there, tradingwars.com, like I said. All right. And if not, you can sign up right here on the main page. But obviously, right now, the books is the best deal, and it's only going to be valid until January. So there we go. That's my recap. 25 points. Not a crazy day, and but I'm really excited for the Sundays. So if you guys want to sign up, now is the time while we have our sale going on. And let's do this. Let's do 2 giveaways and let's wrap it up. So first thing I wanted to say is I already posted the bonus picks for Trading Wars Army members, and I posted the free picks for regular subscribers. So if you're not subscribed, guys, you're missing out on a lot of content because I did move away from Twitter and I'm posting all my picks on YouTube now. So please subscribe to YouTube, get my free options ideas. Members, you get your own specific picks. These are the more powerful ones. Not necessarily, they're just a different variation, different patterns. And check us out. Like I said, if you want to join the army, you can join for $4.99 a month. Get a lot of content I post every single day. All right. What I'm going to do now is let's do 2 giveaways. I want to do a giveaway for my army members only and one for everyone in general. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to one of our live videos this week. So this video was I really was happy with this video. It was a multi-year breakout setup and we're still in the same situation. So I really want to encourage you to watch this one if you haven't. It's been a long time since I did an analysis on the bigger picture, and I really wanted to share this one with you guys. So you can go ahead and leave a comment right now and you'll have a chance to win the giveaway. So go ahead and post that right there. Okay. So go ahead, leave a comment, and I'm going to also pull the army member giveaway. So if you're not an army member and you're thinking about joining, now is the time if you want to enter the giveaway. Otherwise, you'll have to wait until the next one, which should be next week. Okay. So I'm just waiting here. I'll give you guys like a minute or so. Hey, I really love the energy in the chat. I see a lot of people saying great content and love the energy, and I love you guys, man. Thank you. Every week now I've been nervous that because I lost Twitter and because you know what happened on Twitter, guys. It was there's been a lot of hate towards me, and I've seen that since I've left Twitter. People have been trying to destroy me, and because I'm not there anymore. But this speaks for itself. If I can come on YouTube and you guys can get value, that's all that matters to me. I'm minding my own business, doing my own thing. I don't have time to talk about anybody else. I got to make money in the stock market. I'm a CPA, You know, I have a great life. I have people that look up to me. I go to schools. I mentor children. I had too much things going on, and then I have you guys, my community. We come together, and that's all that matters, man. That's really all that matters to me. All right, let's go. So hit the refresh right here. Everybody, so 89 comments. So let's go ahead and do that random number generator. So if you win, you're gonna get a book and a month. Okay, a book and a month. So here we go. So what did I say? Let me refresh one more time. All right, 1 to 91. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Number 13. Wow, wow, wow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So this brother right here, 3 days ago, KJ347. I don't know if you're in the chat, brother, but hopefully you see this video. You are the winner of the free giveaway for regular subscribers. Please go ahead, DM me, email me, and I will get you set up. All right, guys, let's give a rockets in the chat for KJ. Don't worry, I do these every week, so you'll have your chance, guys. Don't worry, okay? So show some love for the winners, all right? Show some positivity. Let that positivity come back to you. That's the way we do it, all right? Okay, so let's continue now. I'm gonna go for the Army members, and I'm not able to show the members on screen because it's a lot of their details, so I'm not gonna show it, but I'm gonna do it in a separate screen here, and I am going to pick a winner here. See your members. All right. All right, so the winner of the Trading Wars Army giveaway is my channel. My channel, it's your channel, but you don't have any content, but it's your channel. So my channel, thank you so much for the support in the Trading Wars Army, brother. I appreciate you. You've been here for a month, and I hope you got a lot of value, and just know I'm doing a lot for the Army. So again, hit me up. I'll get you your book and your 1 month for free. All right. That's it, guys. The real people are in the chat, man. I see you guys. What's going on? I really see you guys in there. Thank you so much. All right. I'm going to go have a nice dinner. I'm going to go maybe a nice steak, relax a little bit, guys. Next Sunday, we're hitting it hard as long as we get a setup. All right. If we don't get a setup, we don't need to force anything. But I'm going to be ready for next Sunday. I hope you are ready too. Even if you're not in the Discord, you can still try on your own, and I'll come on when I do the recap. We can talk. But if you want your learning curve to be cut from 8 years to like 2 months, that's what I think. I think that's possible. All right. Obviously not for everyone. If you have some experience, it's going to be a lot quicker, but it took me a long time to figure this shit out. And that's the way the market is designed, because they want you to go pay this guy 1,000, this guy 2,000, this guy 5,000 for them to show you moving averages crossing, right? But they don't actually go live and show you guys stuff, or they don't show you evidence of anything. It's just this cross, that cross from 1945 to 1960 produced 20% return. And you guys know that. I don't have to tell you guys. All right. Thank you very much for your time. Catch you on the other side. Please go ahead and leave a comment, and we'll get it done.